what's the process like? Regardless of the species of fish, when you raise them in in your tanks or whatever, you have to go through DMR to get approval to release them. And
there's a kind of like a chain command.
Yeah.
I start with all my freshwater fish start with Wildlife and Fisheries. I spoke to the aquaculture guy today and went through the data. He collects all of my release information, the release site, my numbers, the sizes, everything, where I'm putting them in. We'll actually put this batch of striped bass down the road at the shed right there at the boat launch.
Okay.
That is their approved release site. It is the closest freshwater barrier, to get them out into Fort Bayou. So it just happens to be at the shed. So what we'll do is my students and I will go, I think in this group I'll have 48 kids, and we'll take all of the fish down there and we'll release fish. And then after we get done, we'll go eat and then go back to school.
Sweet.
So it works out good for that.
So how do y'all? I see pictures all the time of them with the hose coming out, they're spraying. Or y'all do that, or y'all just put them in the water?
It works well with the speckled trout. When the speckled trout are small to be able to do that. All the ones you see shooting out are the speckled trout. The redfish that we're doing now and the striped bass, I'm pretty sure are going to be too big. So basically, it's like trying to shoot him down the pipe.
Right.
He's going to just bang along the sides, and then you're going to be like, "Hey, look!" And there's just
Dead
700 fish floating all over the place.
Great job.
So then the lady from WLX was like, "How are things going?"
Yeah. You're like, could you pan the camera away from all the dead fish?
Yeah. Just don't do
Get
it
the
there.
shed.
Everybody get fed. And but so on larger fish like that, we will scoop and do it.
So out of the tank, you scoop right there.
So
you don't have to do like the goldfish at the store.
Well, what we do with that,
acclimate them.
Yeah. So what we do with that is we'll take like a big like water pump, and we'll fire it up and put it on there, and we'll run water through the hauler for probably 30 minutes. So that water is
the same water they're going into.
The same water they're going into. It's an acclimation process. Sometimes when we go to that area at the shed, it's a slightly brackish, so it tends to break them in. They can live in both fresh and salt. It really doesn't matter. A lot of people are surprised that I grow them in fresh because they do go out to saltwater and stuff. You can catch a trout and a striped bass in the same haul just like you can a bass.
Yeah, that I didn't really realize that until 5 or 6 years ago, fishing in Pascagoula River, catching bass, and then literally the next cast, same spot, speckled trout, because they migrate up, I guess, right, to lay in the wintertime.
And so they're just going, well, it's not necessarily lay, it's more or less to get to that warmer water, because they can get into that water that's still warm as compared to getting out in the deep where it's cold.
Okay.
And so then they switch, they're going to go out when it gets really cold and then come back in. So they'll switch up for that.
Okay.
So the striped bass is a project that we've been working on, and this year the DMR is going to promote our taggings. So this is the most fish we're ever going to tag. I think we got right at 1,000 tags. So I'll tag 333 of each species. I'll tag 333 trout, 333 redfish, and 333 striped bass. Yeah. So that last one, I guess I'll just stick. I was sticking my finger.
I was waiting. Yeah.
I
was adding it. I was like, "What are you gonna do with the last one?"
Stick that.
Yeah, you gonna tag yourself.
Yeah. The